My therapist told me something that completely rewired how I think about Sundays. She said my Sunday morning anxiety spike wasn't random. I was unconsciously preparing for abandonment. Sunday anxiety equals anticipatory abandonment. And once I understood that, I designed a 35-minute ritual that changed everything. Not bubble baths, not a face mask, something that actually works on a nervous system level. Stay with me because by the end of this, you will understand exactly why Sundays feel the way they do, and you will have a complete routine you can start this weekend. Let me describe something and tell me if this sounds familiar. Every Sunday, somewhere around mid morning, there is this a shift, a heaviness. Maybe you check your phone more than usual. You wonder if they have texted, if they are thinking about you, if the week ahead is going to bring connection or that awful silence. And here is what most people don't realize. That feeling isn't a character flaw. It's not you being too needy or too anxious. It's your nervous system doing exactly what it was trained to do. Your nervous system is running old software. If you grew up with inconsistent love, sometimes they were there, sometimes they weren't. Your brain learned that uncertainty is dangerous. And Sunday is the gateway to a whole week of uncertainty. So your body starts preparing, bracing, scanning for threat. The first step to changing this pattern is simply naming it, which you just did. So you are already ahead. Now let me show you how to actually regulate it. Now the 35-minute Sunday reset. This routine has four components. Each one targets a specific function of your nervous system. This isn't wellness fluff. This is clinical intervention you can do in your living room. Component 1, grounding. Start with your bare foot on the ground. Grass, dirt, even a cold floor works. Close your eyes. Feel the surface beneath you. Here is why this matters. When you are anxious, especially with anxious attachment, there is often a subtle disassociation happening. You are in your bed, in head, spinning stories, not in your body. Your nervous system is activated, but you are disconnected from the physical sensations that could calm it. Now, proprioceptive grounding. This parasympathetic activation. This is called proprioceptive grounding. When you feel pressure on your feet, your body sends signals to your brain that say, I am here, I am real, I am in this moment. That activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. It is the biological opposite of anxiety. Think of it like this. Anxiety pulls you into the future and all the things that might go wrong. Grounding pulls you into the present, where right now you are actually okay. 5 minutes every Sunday before anything else. Now the component number 2, self-efficacy journaling. Next, grab a journal. And I am going to give you one specific prompt that revise how you see yourself. Write this at the top of the journal. What did I do this week that proved I am capable and worthy? Then list 5 things. They don't have to be big. Made dinner for yourself, finished a work task, had a good conversation, showed up when you didn't feel like it. Counter narrative to I'm not enough. Here is the psychology. Anxious attachment runs on a story, and that story is I'm not enough. I need someone to complete me. Without external validation, I am worthless. That story is a lie, but it's a lie that has been reinforced for years. So you need evidence to counter it. This journaling practice builds what psychologists call self-efficacy, the belief that you can handle things. And every piece of evidence you write down makes that belief stronger. You are not waiting for someone to tell you you are worthy. You are building the case yourself. If you just felt something shift, tell me in the comments. Which component is hitting hardest so far? Now the component 3, pressure-based movement. Third component, move your body, but not in punishing way. Not a workout that feels like discipline. I'm talking about movement that feels good. Dancing to a song you love, a slow yoga flow, a walk where you are not trying to hit a step count. Here is why this matters specifically for anxious attachment. Embedded joy breaks the freeze response. When anxiety spikes, your body often goes into a freeze response. You feel stuck, heavy, like you can't move forward. That is your nervous system trying to protect you by shutting down. Pressure based movement breaks that freeze. It tells your body, we are not in a danger. We can feel good. We can experience joy without needing it to come from someone else. This activates the dopamine pathways, the reward system in your brain. But instead of getting that dopamine hit from a text or validation, you are generating it yourself. That's the shift from outsourcing your happiness to producing it internally. 10 minutes, put on a song, more however feels good, no rules. Now the component number 4, mirror affirmation. That's the last component, and I know this one might feel uncomfortable. That is actually the point. Stand in front of a mirror, make a direct eye contact with yourself, and say these statements out loud. I am safe inside myself. My worth doesn't depend on their response. I am choosing myself first this week. Here is the neuroscience. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity. It can rewire itself based on repeated experience. Every time you say these words and mean them, you are creating a new neural pathway, a new default. The old pathway says, I need them to feel okay. The new pathway says, I can feel okay on my own. Repetition rewires, consistency builds capacity. You remember that. This also strengthens what is called vagal tone, the resilience of your nervous system. The more you practice, the more your system learns to return to calm on its own. 10 minutes. Eye contact. Out loud. Even if it feels awkward. Especially if it feels awkward. Next is behavioral shift. Here is what changes when you do this consistently. Before, anxiety spikes on Sunday, you text them seeking reassurance. Their response determines your mood for the day. After, anxiety spikes, you notice it, you regulate yourself. Their response becomes irrelevant to your stability. Now, co-regulation to self-regulation. This is a difference between co-regulation and self-regulation. Co-regulation means you need someone else to calm you down. It is appropriate for children. It is how we learned to feel safe. But self-regulation, what's it? That's choosing to become your own secure base. It is learning to parent yourself in the ways you needed but didn't receive. That is not cold. That is not isolation. That is freedom. I want to be honest with you. Your attachment wounds didn't form overnight. So healing won't happen overnight either. This 35-minute ritual isn't a magic fix, it's a practice. Some Sundays it will feel powerful. Some Sundays you will still reach for your phone before you remember. But every single time you choose this routine, you are sending a message to your nervous system. I can take care of myself. I don't need to wait for someone else to make me feel safe. And that message, repeated week after week, becomes new normal. This Sunday, try it, all 4 components, 35 minutes. See what shifts. If this gave you a new way to understand your anxiety, you are going to find a lot of value in this video right here, where I go deeper into why anxious attachment forms in the first place and what actually rewires it long term. I will see you in that one. Thank you.